Paint Mines Interpretive Park in Colorado Springs. This is a hidden gem. If you don't do your research and you kind of fall into the other tourist traps in the areas, this is a gem, a hidden gem. You got to research and you got to find it. It's about 47 minutes outside of downtown Colorado Springs. Anyway, what is this place? Well, to me, it's beauty at its very finest. It's rock formations that have been around for millions of years. And it's got a, like, how do I explain this? There's two ways of looking at this. As you guys can see there, I felt like I was in Star Wars at a Jedi temple. That's what it felt like to me. That one way of looking at it, Star Wars. To me, it felt like I was walking around where a Jedi temple would be situated and where the Jedis would do their training and concentrate and just, learn the Force and with nature and with, I guess rocks, if you want to call it. Now, another way of looking at it, as you guys can see, the rock formations, it's fascinating. It's like a purplish, pinkish look, different colors with these rocks. How to Train Your Dragon, like a dragon's like a secret little lair where they hide in these cool little rocks from, society. That's what this felt like as well. That to me, when I was there, that's what it felt like. As you can see, my kids there, having a time of their life there, just loving the whole beauty of these rocks. It's fascinating. Like, you don't even need to be someone that's into rock formations. You go here and your imagination can run wild. You know what I mean? Especially if you're into fantasy and, like I said, like comics. Your mind can go in a million different ways of how to interpret this. But to me, I felt like I was in Star Wars, like where the Jedis were situated and how they would basically train at a council. This is where you would send them. I thought I was going to run into Grogu, to be quite honest with Luke somewhere hitting in here. It's kind of cool too, because when you're walking up to it, there's another way you can perceive this. Lord of the Rings, like The Hobbit, The Shire, like it felt like you're walking up to that as well. Like I said, you're just watching this video. I know I'm rambling on here, but your imagination can run absolutely wild at this place. Honestly, it's really, really, really cool. And like I said, you go through the little cracks, you find different little ways of looking at it, different angles. You do a 360, you're like, oh yeah, I caught this, right? When you go there, I can tell you right now, it's a bit of a trek going uphill. When you get there at first, you're like, where is this place? It's like hidden down, like not a gorge, but it's just down. You got to go up a hill, then all the way down, and then you see it. And then once you start walking through it, as you guys can see, it's phenomenal. It's magical. That's what it is basically, and it's free too, guys. Just to let you guys know. So if you're in Colorado Springs, you've done the Garden of the Gods, Pikes Peak, the Cliff Dwellings, check out Paint Mines Interpretive Park. I'm telling you, this is awesome. You guys can see there. How did I not wipe out? Well, that's another starting its own. Just as a side note as well too, make sure you wear clothes that aren't too fancy. You're gonna get dirty a little bit, but touching the rocks and just kind of like going through them. So just be alert on that as well too. So wear runners as well, comfy shoes. Do not go here wearing flip flops or sandals. This is a terrain that requires sturdy shoes. I would even say, construction boots, steel toe boots as well, if you want to go here. All right. There's another aerial shot there as well, as you guys can see. So it's just, like I said, your mind can go in a million different ways with this park. I mean, it's just phenomenal. And then we found this Indiana Jones boulder scene from Raiders of the Lost Ark. Look at that. Look at that. How perfect is that? I actually took a picture of this. If you follow me on Instagram and Facebook, you'll see that I have a picture of this running from the boulder there. That was a must. That was Indiana. That's Indiana Jones right there. So we got Star Wars, we got How to Train Your Dragon, we got Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit, and you got a little bit of Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark going on here. Look at that. That's awesome. That's pretty cool stuff. What are my kids doing there? I have no idea. They think they can get through the crack there. I don't know. But yeah, there's a boulder scene. So it's like, whoa, running from the boulder. So go also when it's not overly hot. It's nice when you go on not an overcast day, but what I like about Colorado Springs is that it's hot here in the summertime, but there is a lot of overcast between the hot, days with the sun. You cannot go here if it's like scorching 36, 37 degrees Celsius. I couldn't do it. So definitely it works well if you want to go later on in the afternoon, go in the morning. Park opens, I believe, at I think early in the morning. I think it's like 7:30 a.m. somewhere around there, and it closes around 7:30 p.m. So how long does it take to walk the park? Depending on what you're gonna do, how many pictures and video you're gonna do. I would say give yourself at least an hour 10 to hour 20 minutes to get proper footage, and also just to embrace and enjoy the park as well. All right, so hope you guys are enjoying the footage here. It's very, very fascinating, isn't it? So hope you guys enjoyed the whole thing. Like I said, you could walk around for at least an hour, take a lot of photos, and let your imagination run absolutely wild. That's no other way of putting it. I mean, I was getting as much footage as I could. Didn't climb the very top on the other side because my knee would buckle. There's no doubt about it. But I think I got some pretty good footage, and you guys get the idea of how cool this park truly is. All right. So anyway, check it out, guys. If you're ever in Colorado Springs, it's a pretty cool city town here. It's actually beautiful here. I highly recommend visiting Colorado Springs, and you're not that far from Denver. You're about maybe an hour and 10 minutes, give or take, with traffic. So you're kind of in the middle of like all the action here. There's a lot to see in Colorado Springs, no doubt about it. All right, take care, everyone.